are you? Hello everyone, I'm the first speaker. Today I will cover consumer theory focused on how Malaysian consumers choose between electric vehicle and petrol cars. First, the electric vehicle market in Malaysia is growing rapidly. This gives us a good opportunity to apply consumer theory. Consumer theory mainly looks at three means: consumer preference, income constraints, and price. According to 2022 study by Model Note and College, people's values and environment attitudes significantly affects their willingness to buy EVs. In addition, look at the data. The demand for EVs in Malaysia has risen significantly in recent years. A report by the Malaysian Investment Development ultimately shows that EV sales and registrations continues to increase in 2024. The reason include government incentive, fuel subsidy, cost, and greater public environment awareness. At the same time, the government is articulately increased the number of changes strains across the country under the National Energy Transition Roadmap. Now, let me use economy module to explain consumer choice, support a consumer decision how to allocate the budget between electric vehicle and petrol cars. Let PEV be the cost per kilometer for the NEV, P gas be the cost per kilometer for petrol car, and I be the consumer income. The budget constraint is PEV times QEV plus P gas times Q gas is less than or equal to I. This line shows the combination of the two goods the consumer can afford given the income. At the same time, we use an indifference cost theory to represent consumer preference. This steeper the indifference cures the most the consumer is willing to give up one good for the other. The consumer optimal choice occurs where the indifference curve is targeting to the budget line. At that point, the marginal rate of substantial equals the price ratio of the two goods. Please look at figure 1 that actually shows the contour of eco vehicle and the vehicle as they show the quantity of purchase cost. The entitled budget line is B1. The indifference cure is ICI, and the consumer reacts the comments at point A. Now, supposed to Malaysia government remove fuel subsidy in 2024, curse purchase price to raise by about 3%. This creates two efforts. The first is the substantial efforts. Petrol car become relatively more expensive, so consumers switch to buy more electric vehicle. On the chart, this is show and move from point 1 to point B allow the same indifference to IC1. The demand for EVs increase. The second effect is the income effort. High petrol price mean low real income in consumers. If both type of costs are normal goods, lower real income reduce demand for both. On the chart, this show as move from point B to the new point C with the budget line switching inwards. However, according to a 2025 study by both actors in Malaysia, the substantial effort is usually stronger than the income effort. So the net result is still an increase in EV in demand. These analyses are based on 2025 study by M and the college as well as 2024 National Electric Vehicle Industry Development Roadmap published by MIDA. Thank you. Next, the second speaker will continue with market structure.
Hello everyone, I am the second speaker. I will analyze the market structure of Malaysia, EV industry, and the impact at government intervention through a price sheeting. First, Malaysia's EV industry in a oligopoly, where a few big companies control the market. They have strong financial support and advanced technology, competing by pricing, new technology and product differentiation. New firms face high barriers to entry, such as high costs for research and development and battery technology, as well as strong barrier loyalty and strict rules. Now, let's talk about government innovation. If Malaysia sets a price ceiling on EV charging fuels to make it cheaper, more people will want to charge. But traction owner will offer favor service due to lower profits, excuses and shortage. Look at the supply-demand diagram. The demand curve slopes down, and the supply curve slopes up. The price ceiling PC is below the equilibrium price PE, leading to more quantity demanded than quantity supplied shortage. This pricing long waits crowded the tension and a slower infrastructure development from will vary perspective. Consumer supplies reaches at first but drops due to shortages. Product supplies fails supply. The market has did white lost many resources and are used inefficiently. Our analysis use literature references inducting studies on EV barriers, consumer adoption, and regional policies. Thank you. The third speaker will now present our policy recommendations.
Hello everyone, I'm the final speaker. I will share our policy suggestions, conclusion, and the policy postcard. Based on our analysis, we put forward 5 core policies with clear economic reasons. First, extend tax breaks for locally made EV to 2030 and require 40% local content for key parts from 2028. This will draw Korean investment, build local supply chains, create jobs, EV prices, and make Malaysia and ASEAN EV production hub. Second, offer RM5,000 and 10,000 rebates for EVs under RM150,000. Replace the imported EV price cap with 5% minus 15% tariffs funded by fossil fuel subsidy savings. Helps middle-income families afford EVs and boosts market demand. Third, expand charging infrastructure, master EV red wiring for new buildings from 2027. Build 10,000 public chargers by 2028 and give RM2,500 annual tax relief and home charges is range anxiety and sports EV industry growth. Fourth, set up a RM50 million fund to train 10,000 EV technicians by 2030. Building a government industry university partnership fixes the skilled labor shortage and helps local small businesses. Fifth, cut fossil fuels space by 10% yearly from 2026 and impose a 50-ton carbon tax on the gas markers from 2028. This speeds up green transport transition and supports Malaysia's carbon neutrality goals. If implemented by 2030, these policies will bring over 10 billion foreign investment, create 15,000 and scale jobs, serve 13 billion on fossil fuel input yearly and cut transport carbon emissions by 15%. Here is our policy promotion poster. Thank you. We are ready for your questions.